the truth.
AD, you guys are now 12-0 on back-to-back sets, and obviously that means 6-0 on the second night, which are typically some of those hard games to win in the NBA. Is that something that you guys have been aware of, or is it just part of that overall mentality that you've had this season?
It's just been a mentality. Coach kind of reminds us. He told us tonight that we're 12-0 on back-to-backs, but we just try not to fall into the trap of being tired or anything of that nature, not having fresh legs. Everybody plays back-to-backs. We guys been in this league for a long time to know how it feels. So I think it makes us lock in more, knowing that we probably could be tired, on back-to-backs. But we just try to fight through it and come up with wins.
What kind of lift you guys get from the bench today, and think specifically about that play from Rondo scooping it over to Dudley, and then that three, you and LeBron seemed to have fun with that one?
Yeah, Duz came straight in, and obviously he played here, so it means something to him. But he came straight in and hit a three right out the gate, and then got the one at the end of the quarter. So it was, it's great. He's having fun. Everybody having fun. The bench came in and played well tonight. KP came in, did what he did. Doe leading the pace. So, our bench production has been great. I think all of them guys are in the plus column and the plus minus. So, anytime our bench can come out and play the way they played, we have a higher chance of winning.
Frank mentioned that you tweaked the backside area last night in New York. Just wondered how that felt pregame and how it feels now.
I feel good. It's not all the way healed, but I feel comfortable to go out there and play. So just keep playing and just keep trying to monitor it.
I know you guys have talked about not wanting to have a string of losses this year, and that's kind of been a rallying cry for the team. But specific to after the Boston game, how did you guys reset, and what did you guys? Were the conversations any different after that game?
We flushed it. We don't have games like that. We didn't even really talk about it. Everybody on the team knew what went wrong. We said let's be better. That's really it. Let's be better. Flushed it, and worried about the Knicks, and then tonight worried about Brooklyn. But they're one of them games where we know we didn't play our best on either end of the floor. Credit to them, they came out and played well, but we just flushed it and just moved on.
What's to say about this team that you guys can actually do that? Because a lot of teams will say that they're going to flush a game, but I think it's harder to do than to say.
Yeah, it was one game. We went through a spell where we lost 4 in a row, and we were able to overcome that. We've been tested with adversity. Guys been in and out of the lineup. Obviously JaVale tonight, but when we're able to handle adversity and have veteran guys on our team who, I think it's a lot harder when you have young guys. We got a lot of veteran guys on our team who, been in the league for a while, where everybody on this team had games like that, and we know what we're playing for. So we know it's one game. We're not going to stress over it, but we know that we had to be better, and we were a lot better against the Knicks.
You went into the Garden last night. You beat the Knicks. You come here to Brooklyn tonight. You beat the Nets. What's it say about your team that you could do that back-to-back, given that they're not, the Knicks are not an elite team, but the Nets, they're right up there in terms of being
We just go out there and play. Obviously, like I said before, we try to take pride in winning, both games in back-to-backs, and we know this team, can shoot the ball very well, led by Kyrie, and they shot the ball extremely well tonight. I think they hit 21 threes or something like that, and we had to do a better job of guarding the three-point line, but we decided to play a little bit of defense in both games and was able to, break the game open on that end. But anytime we have a back-to-back, we try not to fall into the trap of, being tired or mentally fatigued, and come out and get off to a fast start.
Last question, please.
Are you expecting to be the #1 pick of the All-Star team when LeBron goes in?
I don't know. I'm not sure what he's thinking. We haven't talked about it, so he probably won't pick me. He probably play with him enough this year, so he probably won't. But we've been winning, so he probably will. But that's a good question for him when you guys come over there.
What do you think it's going to mean to you to have that moment in Chicago?
It's going to mean a lot. I only go there once a season, so to go back there for a second time, for All-Star, and play in front of my friends and family is going to be great. Going to enjoy the weekend and get a chance to get that rest and get ready for the rest of the second half of the season.
Coach Vogel and his staff, AD, they announced just now will be representing the West, I guess whatever, conference in there. Just thoughts on that, the kind of development that you've seen under Coach Vogel and your staff?
They deserve it. Been a great coaching staff all year. And these guys have been giving us great scouts, great game plans going into each game, so they deserve it. So I know I probably play a lot now. I didn't know that, but like I said, they deserve it. I mean, they work extremely hard to get us ready for the game and put us in great situations to win, and nothing short, of excellence from those guys. And you can see it in our record. So I'm happy for all of them.
LeBron, this team is now 6-0 on the second day of the back-to-back. What does it say about the strength and the depth of you guys?
One, we guys are taking care of their bodies to be able to be fresh for that second night of a back-to-back, getting the optimal sleep, getting the treatment, doing whatever it takes to be able to perform that second night of a back-to-back, and then being able to just follow the game plan and just play to our abilities.
You're 18 points away from taking over third place on the all-time scoring list. What does that mean to you?
To be honest, not very much. To be linked with the greats, that means a lot to me, because I grew up and idolizing Michael, and idolizing Kobe, idolizing these guys, gaining inspiration from their craft, gaining inspiration from their stories. Being a kid that I'm, from Akron, Ohio, so that's huge. Anytime I'm linked with the greats, or I'm able to do something in my career where I'm mentioned with any of the greats, it's a pretty cool thing. But as far as looking at the scoring, I don't know. That doesn't mean much to me. Just the overall point of my game is what means more to me. Me being able to be an overall all-around player, being able to be successful on the floor, and being able to contribute to the franchises that I played for, the 3 franchises I played for so far in my career.
Does the anticipation for you build with each game? I mean, for us it does when we're sort of looking at you.
I've never really, out of all the things that I've done in my career as far as the individual accolades, things that's gotta happen organically, because I just go about my business. I don't think about it going into it, saying, okay, this is what I gotta do. This is how many points I need. This is how many assists I need. When it happens, it happens, if it happens. And so, I don't know how I'm gonna feel when it happens, but it's a pretty cool thing. Like, you just link with one of the greatest of all time.
Announced as an all-star starter tonight and also the captain. Again, what's the thing that you look forward to most about going to Chicago next month?
Being there with my brother AD, being a local kid from Chicago, I can only imagine, having an all-star game in my backyard, where I grew up, so I think this is going to be an unbelievable, this is going to be an unbelievable moment for AD and his family. So I'm looking forward to being there with him, seeing him, being in his hometown and being part of the Lakers. I think that's pretty amazing.
No-brainer to pick him?
Yeah, there's a brainer. I don't have to pick him. I don't even like him.
The NBA just announced that Frank Vogel is going to be coaching Team LeBron. You guys clinched the best record already. What do you think about that?
That's dope. I think it's amazing. I know Coach probably doesn't want to talk about it, but he's put us in position every night to be successful out on the floor, and we've just tried to go out there and execute. And when you have something like this, the byproduct of it, we should all be proud of it. Laker faithful should be proud to have 2 All-Stars, in the game, another guy in the dunk contest on Saturday, and the coaching staff coaching the game on Sunday. So, it's pretty cool.
Frank, was it just about you guys finally getting that defensive identity established and running off on it in that second half? Did you think that was a big difference there?
Yeah, I mean, that's sort of the halftime message. Whichever team decided to lock in defensively and guard, was going to win this thing going away. And, we relied on the positive experience of last night in the Knicks game, where we were okay in the first half, but really raised our level in the second half, held them to 34% shooting. We did the same thing tonight. So, great defensive effort in the second half. Obviously shot the ball well. Bron with a triple-double. And Duds and Rondo with that second unit gave us a huge lift.
Dudley hits that three right in front of the Nets bench, seemed to give you a good mental boost. But what was behind just the 3-point shooting in general at a season high tonight, 19?
Well, just a lot of small ball, to be honest. I think obviously Bron set the tone early, shooting the ball with confidence and finding people. And, Danny had one of those stretches where he gets red hot. And, when their centers, they only have one center. So they play a lot of small ball. We countered with a lot of small ball lineups. And we gave up a lot of threes, but we knocked some down too.
That Dudley three, I mean, you guys have a 17-2 run after that. Was that a part of that?
You talking about the end of the quarter?
Into the fourth. You guys
started well, the Rajon to Dudley plays an all-time play. I told Rajon he's got a career full of highlights, but that's got to be near the top. The scoop pass that he threw, almost to the ceiling, came down and Duds catches in stride for a three in front of his old team's bench. That was a cool moment.
Do you feel like it emotionally impacted the guys woke them up and got them off to the start in the fourth quarter as well?
I do. I think anytime there's a special play like that, it has the capability of energizing the group, and I certainly think it did on that play.
Frank, you have a lot of guys that have been up like that and cheering all season long. But what about Dudley and his persona and kind of his character seems to get other guys going?
Well, Duds is a leader, and when you have leaders that don't just talk about it, that can actually come in, when I'm talking about bench guys that are leaders, when they can come in and produce every time the number's called and play the game at a high level with a high IQ, it just strengthens their voice, and it's just invaluable to a team and to a winning culture.
I believe you guys clinched an all-star coaching berth tonight with the win. What does it mean to you and your staff to be representing the Western Conference in Chicago next month?
Is that true? We're clinched?
I think so, yeah.
Well, our coaching staff has done a phenomenal job. They really have. And, they hit home runs and grand slams every game with their game plan. And, helping me manage this group. Couldn't be happier for those guys. But, anytime, we receive an award or get recognized like something like this, it's about team success. So, it's really kudos to everyone in our organization.